So we will finish class 1 and 2 first, and then we are going to discuss the homework questions, okay? So even if you don't do homeworks, we will still cover them a little bit, all right? Okay, let me share my screen. Okay. All right, so class 2, well, the topic is Musi Musum, the Buddhist logic, but okay, let's go through a little bit, yeah. So in the class 2 of ACI 1, Geshe Michael introduced this Buddhist logic of Musi Musum, four ways and 3 ways, right? Musi Musum. And what does it mean? Basically, we just, when there are two things, we want to decide if they are related or not based on this Musi Musum, right? If there are 4 relations, that means they are not related. Yeah, if there are 3 relations, that means they are related. The most common example, those of you who have learned DCI, right? We always say that work hard to earn more money, right? Work hard to earn more money. Work hard and earn more money, 2 things. Are they related? A lot of time we say, why do you work so hard? Because I want to earn more money. But does it mean that when you work hard, you will earn more money? So Musi Musum, the 4 possibilities, right? Do you see people who work hard and earn more money? Yes, that is the first one. How about people who work hard but don't have a lot of money? Yeah, right? We see people who work hard but don't have a lot of money or even don't have money. How about people who don't work hard but have a lot of money? Yeah. Example, our Indonesia Bukiki, where is she? Oh, Bukiki, you know, she doesn't work hard, but she have a lot of money. She have very good seats. How about people who don't work hard and don't have money? Definitely, right? So work hard and money, there are 4 possible relationships. That means they are not related. Okay. Okay, let us go through some of these examples. So in the class, Geshe Michael gave an example of blue and sky. Blue and sky. So what are the 4 combinations? Blue sky. Blue sky, right? How about the second combination? Blue, something blue, which is not sky. Yeah, something blue, which is not sky, and something which is not blue, but sky. So it's a dark sky, night sky. And then something which is not blue and something which is not sky. Yeah, a bird with other color. So because there are 4 relationships, there are 4 possible connections, they are not related. Now let's go through. So this is Mushi, right? How about married and becoming Buddha? Married and becoming Buddha, right? When you have married, you will definitely can become a Buddha. I mean, we can see people who have married and people who become Buddha, right? We have that. How about people who don't have married and don't become Buddha? Yes. How about married but not a Buddha yet? Yes. People who have married, they do all the good things, but they don't have correct view yet. Yeah, lacking wisdom. So we have that. How about people who don't have married and becomes Buddha? Impossible. Impossible, right? So this is a musum, the three possible connections. Musi means they are not related. Musum means they have to be related. Okay, now the next one, emptiness and the 3 principal paths. Okay, emptiness and 3 principal paths. Emptiness in the teaching, yeah, the quote is also called Mahamudra. Maha means big, mudra means seal, sign, seal. Mahamudra means great seal. In Tibetan, it's called Chakya Chempo. Yeah, Chakya is seal, Chempo is big. Yeah. And Mahamudra refers to direct perception of emptiness or the emptiness itself. Right? So how are emptiness and three principal paths related? Are they related? Yeah, we can say, yeah, people who are doing the 3PP, they will get people who do three principal paths and they get into DPE. Yes, we have that. How about people who don't do the three principal paths and don't get into DPE? Yes, there are people who are like that, right? People who don't know about the Dharma. How about people who are doing three principal paths but not DPE yet? Yes, a lot of us here, we are learning, but we don't have DPE yet, lacking practice time. How about not doing three principal paths and get into DPE? We say no. But actually, lately, Geshe Michael was talking about people who are not. Geshe Michael let us think about those scientists who are doing a quantum physics. They might be able to reach into DPE, but I don't know. All right, but here we are saying that the three principal path is definitely will lead us into the DPE. Yeah, and this is considered the Musum. So basically here we are talking about this logic about Musi Musum, right? So in order to determine whether two things are related or not, we can use the Musi Musum to do the analysis. If there are four possible connections, they are not related. If there are three, they are related. All right. Actually, if you want to talk about math terms, right? To me, anyway, let's forget about math. I only know the Indonesian term. I don't know about the English term. All right, let's move on. Okay, now, we also talk about the method and wisdom, right? Method and wisdom. Method and wisdom. Method is, so here we talk about method and wisdom. So how are they related? Basically, the first two paths, the renunciation and the bodhicitta, are considered as method. And then the correct worldview is considered the wisdom, right? Considered the wisdom. And all these two, when we have a good mastery of these two, right? It will help us, it will produce the two bodies of the Buddha, right? And these are the two that I always say the wings, right? The wings. One side is the method, one side is the wisdom, right? The wings of the two wings of the bird. Okay. And the method will become collection of merit, and then it will create the form body of the Buddha. Yeah, form body of the Buddha. Form means physical, right? And then the wisdom will become collection wisdom, and it will produce the Dhamma body of the Buddha. Okay, Dhamma body of the Buddha. So form body, Rupa Kaya, can be divided into two types. Yeah, Sambhoga Kaya, which is what we call the enjoyment body of the Buddha in his or her paradise. Whereas the other one is the emanation body. It is the body that is sent to all over the place in the universe as long as there is a need. As long as there is a need, right? For example, we always like to call the Buddha's bodhisattva, right? Namo Amitofo, for example, Namo Amitabha. When you call them, they will come directly. That is the emanation. Yeah, when we recite the Medicine Buddha mantra, they will come. The problem is, do we have the seeds to see them? Or do we have the seeds to feel their presence? Do we have the seeds to receive their help? Yeah. You can recite the mantra until your mouth is dry, but if you don't have the seeds, you cannot receive their help. They want to help you very, very badly. But because we don't have the seeds, we don't get the help. We cannot receive the help. So yes, it's good to recite mantra, but it's even better to have the seeds to receive the help from all the enlightened beings. So please remember, seeds is still very important. We cannot just practice reciting mantra and sadhana without planting seeds. All the enlightened beings, definitely they will come through their emanation body, right? Okay. All right, now, and in order to become Buddha, very successful, there are two obstacles that we need to get rid of, right? The first one is obstacles to the mental afflictions, or sometimes, most commonly, we call it the negative emotion. And the second one is obstacles to omniscience. Obstacles to mental affliction or negative emotion is very important. And we are going to cover this in the next level 6 happening next month. Okay, level 6. If you have not registered for this, please find any organizers running the course so that you can learn, okay? To become enlightened, there are two obstacles you need to get rid of. First one is, you see, the first one is the negative emotion. It is happening on 7, 8, 9 October, 15, 17 October, right? So please approach your dear organizers. For English, by the way, DMO Wisdom is running it. So you don't have to go too far. You can come to us. For Indonesia, Diamond Wisdom Indonesia is also doing it. For Chinese, there are many other Chinese organizers. Yeah, DCW, GDC are doing it. Taiwan, yeah, Taiwan is also doing it. You can ask Gibson. Yeah, China also. Yeah, so please, please, please take this golden opportunity to learn level 6. It is upgraded already with the fresh content, and you will be able to, when you learn properly, you will be able to get rid of the bad habits, and these bad habits are the precursor to the addictions. All right, and of course the second one, obstacles to omniscience. Yeah, this is related to the our bodhicitta, right? So when we get rid of the obstacles to mental afflictions or the negative emotions, we get out of the will of suffering. And then the next step is to get rid of the obstacles to omniscience, which is achieved by the bodhicitta. Then you can become enlightened. Okay, so this ends class 2. Wow, class 2 is pretty short, huh? Okay, let's go through some more questions, and then we can go to Q&A. Okay, so name the author of the principal teachings of Buddhism. So this is basically a Jade Tsongkhapa, Lobsang Rakpa, and then his date is 1357 to 1419. The actual name of the work is the Lamso Namsum, yeah, 3 principal paths. And then the work was written for Ngawang Drakpa, Tsako Wongpo, right? Who wrote the commentary that we are studying? It's Pabongka Rinpoche, Dechen Nyingpo. The year I forgot. I think you can look at the notes, right? And then who was this Lama in his former life? Changkya Rolpe Dorje, who is the teacher of the Emperor Kangxi. Who is the disciple of Trijang Rinpoche who wrote the introduction? Geshe Michael's teacher, Ken Rinpoche, Geshe Losang Tarchin. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. The reading. Please spend time to read. It's very beautiful, right? The introduction by Ken Rinpoche, Geshe Losang Tarchin is very beautiful. What are the 3 problems of the pot? Oh, we didn't discuss about this, right? What are the 3 problems of the pot? in DCI workshop, we always like to start this with the 3 problems of the pot, right? So, or we call it the cup, right? So in order to learn properly, in order to learn something properly, we need to prevent these 3 problems of the pot, of the cup. The first one is cup which is closed, right? Closed means water cannot go in. The second cup is the cup which is dirty. Dirty means you have other preconception of the content. So if your cup is dirty, when you pour in water, the water will be dirty, right? Yeah, and then the last one is the leaking, right? The leaking. Thank you, Mr. Choi. Leaking means there's a hole. No matter how much water you pour in, the water will still flow out because it's leaking, and you can't retain what you are learning. Yeah, this is in the form of what? In the form of maybe while listening, you were busy doing your texting or doing some other things. Yeah, so you are missing on information. So these are the 3 problems of the pot. What are the 3 great divisions of Lamrim text? Yeah, 3 great divisions. This is referring to the 3 motivations, right? The 3 motivations: the lower scope, the medium scope, and the greater scope. The lower scope are those who don't want to be reborn into the lower rebirth. Medium is to get out of the will. And finally, the greater scope is those who want to become enlightened quickly to help others, for the sake of others. So name the 3 principal paths: renunciation, Ngenjung, bodhicitta, Yangchup Kisem, and correct worldview, Yang Dakpetawa. Are they physical, mental, or are they concepts? They are mental, yeah. Oh, sorry, they are concepts. They are concepts, right? All right. Homework 2. Homework from class 2. Does merit necessarily lead to nirvana and Buddhahood? Why and why not? Yeah, so we have used the Musi Musum to prove that merit is important. Merit is very important. Yeah, merit means good deeds that we are doing. And typically this is linked to the virtues. This is linked to the virtues, right? So it's important to observe the virtues. And yeah, it's important to observe the virtues, right? What is the Sanskrit word for the great seal? Mahamudra, right? Mahamudra. Now, is there any relationship between the 3 principal paths and the great seal? Yes, we have proven using the Musi Musum. The 3 principal paths will lead us to the great seal, which is the DPE, direct perception of emptiness. And how about these 3 and the tantric practice? Yeah? The 3 principal paths and the tantric practice. So we relate the 3 principal paths to the virtues, right? So we can rephrase the questions. How is there any relationship between observing the virtue and tantric practice? Definitely, yeah, definitely. In fact, Geshe Michael mentioned, and I think Jay Tsongkhapa also mentioned, right? If you observe your virtues well, you will go into tantric practice automatically. Yeah. If you observe your virtues well, you will go into tantric practice automatically. Now, reversely, if you don't observe your virtue, even you receive empowerment for all the tantric practices there are, you are not going into tantra. The most you have is just blessing, only blessing, right? So virtues are very important. Therefore, the practice of writing the book, especially 6 times book, is very crucial. Those of you who have taken certain vows, including Bodhisattva vows, I would really recommend you to observe the book well. Yeah. If you don't know, it's okay. We are going to cover that in ACI 7. Yeah. But if you have attended DCI, yeah, the basic foundation levels, you should be pretty familiar with 3 times book. Yeah. So you can start with the 10 virtues. Those are very important. And when you practice them well, you will go into tantric practice. Okay. And what are the 2 principal causes that bring about the state of Buddhahood? Basically, they are the what? The method and wisdom, right? The 2 principal causes. Method and wisdom. The main element of these 2, the method will be the renunciation and bodhicitta. The wisdom will be the correct worldview. What are the 2 bodies of the Buddha? Rupakaya and Dharmakaya. The form body and the mind body, right? Name the 2 causes of the bodies. The Rupakaya is caused by the collection of merits, which is the method. And then the Dhammakaya is caused by the collection of wisdom, which is the wisdom, correct worldview. Which of the 3 principal paths cause each of these 2 bodies? So we know already the Rupakaya is caused by the Ngenjung, the renunciation, and the bodhicitta. And then the Dhammakaya is by the wisdom. What are the 2 obstacles to Buddhahood? Basically, is the obstacles to negative emotion, which is going to be covered in level 6, and also obstacles to omniscience, right? Why was Je Tsongkhapa able to write 10,000 pages of incredibly deep and difficult explanation of Buddhism? So this is the last question. And why can he write so much thing? Why can he write so much thing? Basically, it's because he has a direct communication with enlightened being named Gentle Voice or Manjusri, right? In DCI level 9, we learn about him, about Je Tsongkhapa. Yeah, meditation. Thank you, Grace. So in DCI level 9, on the creativity, we learn about Je Tsongkhapa went around to find his teacher, Lama Umapa, right? Lama Umapa then taught him how to have direct communication with Manjusri, Gentle Voice, all right? All right, so that's the end of class 2. And basically, we are supposed to do meditation. Why should we? It's about analytical meditation on renunciation, right? Let's take some time to meditate, okay? Let's take some time to meditate. Okay, let's get into your comfortable sitting position. You can cross your leg, or if you're sitting on a chair, just let the 2 feet flat on the floor. And put both hands on your laps or your knees. You can touch the index finger and the thumb together, and your palm can face up or down or sideways. And when you are ready, you can slowly close your eyes. Relax your feet and your toes. Relax your hands and your fingers. Tuck in your tummy slightly so you can sit taller. Pull back both shoulders and release both down. Imagine there's a string pulling your spine, your neck, and your head straight to the top. And make sure your chin is not too high and not too low, and parallel to the ground. Put a bit of smile on your lips. Touch the tip of your tongue and the back of your upper teeth. Relax your cheek, your scalp, your forehead, and finally your eyes. Bring attention to the tip of your nose. We are going to do 10 counts of breathing. Each breath starts from exhale, followed by inhale. You feel the air is slightly warm when you exhale and slightly cool when you inhale. At any moment when your mind runs away, slowly pull it back and start from 1 again. Now let's count 10 breathings individually, starting from now. Now let's bring our attention to our life in general. Let's examine our situation. We can start from our financial. What is our financial situation now? Is it something ideal? Is it something that you like to be in? How about your relationship currently? Are you enjoying perfect harmony in your relationship with the people around you? How about your health? Are you in perfect health? Are you in the situation where you need to get healthier? Or are you suffering from some sickness currently? How about your mind? Are you enjoying peace of life? Do you have peaceful mind, or your mind is very noisy and very busy all the time? Now question yourself, do you like to be in this current situation? I believe most of us don't like to be in that situation. We want to have a better life, better financial, better relationship, better health, and better peace of mind. Now I want you to, through this analysis in the meditation, to develop the feeling of tired. I'm so tired of this current situation. I'm so sick of this current situation. I really have to change the situation. I want to get out of this situation. How can I get out of this situation? I'm so sick of this situation. I want to get out of this situation. I want to learn and to apply the seed system properly in my life. That is the only way out. There is no other way to get out of this sickening situation of not having good financial, good relationship, good health, and good peace of mind, other than learning and applying the seed system continuously in our life. Now imagine what you can achieve if you apply the seed system. Imagine if you do the 4 steps correctly and consistently to achieve your financial situation. You can even apply the 4-step system to have perfect harmony in your relationship. You can also plant the seeds to have great health for your body, for your life. And finally, you can also plant the seeds to have peace of mind, to have your own crystal lake all the time. I would like you to bring your attention back to the tip of your nose. Do 3 long and slow exhale. Exhale 1. Try to exhale more even after you have emptied your lung. Exhale 2. And finally, exhale 3. When you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes. Thank you for doing the meditation together. I hope it's beneficial. Okay, now we have come to the end of class 2, which is also the end of today's session. Do we have any questions? If no question, oh yes, Amy.
Thank you, Teacher Sugan. It's my first time to attend Buddhism kind of training. So as far as I understand, Buddhism originated from India. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Like we learn Niguma Yoga, the Niguma is actually an Indian. But how come whatever we learn is not the Indian transcript rather than from Tibet? Tibet learned from India. But is this because of Indian few thousand years of thing they never document it? They don't have a better documentation to let the future world to learn the original Buddhism?
Very good question. Yeah, very good question. Yeah, are you done?
Yeah, I just want to understand the source.
Yeah, very good question. Yes, Buddha Gautama or Prince Siddhartha was born in India, and then he started teaching in India, right, as Buddha Gautama. And in fact, after he passed on parinibbana, a lot of Indian masters wrote commentaries, right? Commentaries means explanation. A lot of Indian masters, and those masters then brought the teaching to Tibet. I mentioned just now Padmasambhava, and then also Lord Atisha, yeah, before J. Tsongkhapa, which is a Tibetan, right? And why do we learn from Tibet rather than India? There are a few reasons. First, during the spread of Buddhism, right? India was attacked, and a lot of teachings were gone and burned. A lot of teaching were burned and gone, and because of that, in fact, we can say that the Buddhism state in India is at the very low level now. Not many Buddhist masters are still alive in India today. So in fact, the quality of the teaching sort of suffered due to the attack from the other countries. And why do we learn from Tibet? Tibet is very interesting country. It is surrounded by high mountains, and it is very high altitude. And not many people can survive in Tibet. And because of that, Tibet is we can consider Tibet to be very still pristine. Pristine means still pure, not much influence from external cultures and external attacks. Yeah. So because of that, the teachings are preserved very well in Tibet. On top of that, Tibetan characters were developed from India, Devanagari, yeah, and the first batch of translators who translated the text from Sanskrit to Tibetan really did the job very well. In fact, you can literally use Tibetan source and convert it back to Sanskrit perfectly, meaning that the translation from Sanskrit to Tibetan was so perfect, you can actually convert back and get back the original, get back the result of the Sanskrit very similar to the original. Yeah, so that is the beauty of the Tibetan language. So that because of that, we can really be very sure that the Tibetan translation of the Sanskrit is pretty accurate. Yeah, so these are few factors that we can assure. Some people say, yeah, Buddhism also spread to many other countries. Why don't we also refer to them? The issue is that those teaching in other countries are influenced by local cultures very, very much. For example, we talk about Indonesia. Indonesia used to be a great Buddhist country during the Sriwijaya, right? And of course, now it's different because of the influence of the Muslims. So the Sriwijaya was gone. You know, actually it was not by the Muslim, it was by the Hindu, right? And then the teaching was kind of lost. And then even the Buddhists in Indonesia, we have a lot of local content. We have a lot of local content which is not in alignment with the original teaching. And we don't have to mention Buddhism in the northern country, China, Japan, Korea. They have a lot of local culture influence. Yeah, only in Tibet that the teaching is pretty pure. In fact, Je Tsongkhapa cleaned up the teaching when he went around and he wrote a big volume of text. So that's the reason. All right, Amy?
All right, so Sanskrit is actually in Chinese called 梵文, 是吗? 梵文
Yes, you're right.
means Indian language.
梵文 is the Sanskrit.
Sanskrit is an Indian language, right?
It is used in India. It came from India, yeah.
But it's not Indian language now. It's a Asian Indian language. Am I
no,
right?
actually there are certain areas in India who are speaking Sanskrit today, you know.
Oh, okay.
Although it is not widely used, but there is a movement to revive Sanskrit in India.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Because I heard 梵文 is a Tibetan. I said no, it's not
藏文
Tibetan. 梵文
Tibetan is 藏文。
藏文，对，
梵文
应
is
该是藏
Sanskrit.
文吗？ What language is
They are
that?
different. They are different. Yeah, they are
Yeah.
different. All right.
Okay, thanks for
All right.
扫盲.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. And then Ivan is asking, has Tsongkhapa reached Buddhahood? Yes, he is believed to have reached Buddhahood. Yeah. So that's the answer. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's have a picture together. Shall we? Anybody wants to help? Let's turn on your camera and then let's have a picture together. Ingui, can you help?
Sure.
All right. Let's turn on your camera. Oh, Meta Suryani is Ross. Is that? I don't know, maybe somebody else. Okay, come, let's turn on your camera and then let Ying Hui help us with a picture.
Countdown. 3, 2, 1. Smile. Wait, go to page. Continue your smile. Okay, done.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, while waiting for further questions, let me introduce this website called demodama.moodlecloud.com. Okay. So I want to go here. Okay, so let me share my screen. So I think if you want to do homework, it's important to know this, right? demodharma.moodlecloud.com. Okay. Okay, yeah. So here if it is your first time, okay, so so this is a website, and let me see if it is your first time. Oh, there is no registration, huh? All right, anyway, I'll let you know how to register, right? So you log in, and then once you log in, right, I only have one now, ACI 1. So please click on this one, right? Inside here, on the left side, on the left-hand side, you will see all the classes, right? 10 classes. So we have general. We have general. You can have discussion in this forum. Right? Once you click in there, you can add discussion topic, and then we can discuss in there. And beside that, right? If you are English, your base is English, you can go to English folder. There are 2 texts here. Yeah, this is all the materials that we are using, and then this is the text. And this is the text of the 3 principal paths. And then if you are Vietnamese, this is your area. Okay, so Vietnamese we have. Okay, Vietnamese we have many files. So here this is only the syllabus. Yeah, you will be able to see the reading in each class later. And then this is the Chinese files, right? The Chinese files. Okay, the reading, the notes, and then the answer keys to the homework. Yeah. And then when you go to each class, Indonesia is coming, okay? Indonesia is coming. I don't have time to do it yet. So in each class, you will see reading. Yeah, reading this one. No, this is not supposed to be here. Okay, so basically we only have, this is what, let me see, reading. Oh, no, this shouldn't be here. Ignore this one. We have in class 1, we have for Vietnamese, we have reading in each class because Vietnamese is divided into classes, right? Of course, if you're reading English, there are English here also, although it has a Vietnamese. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, you have 2 languages, English and Vietnamese. But if you want English only, you should go to the English file, right? And then homework, assignment homework 1. So when you click on homework 1, there are 4 files here: English homework, Chinese homework, Vietnamese, English Vietnamese homework, and English Indonesia homework. Click according to your language, right? When you click, right? So first you need to click here. Oh, okay. This guy already submitted the homework. Okay, let me remove submission. Okay. Yes. Okay, so you download. So if you are English, you download your English file. Okay, so it comes down. So this is when you download, so the English file will come down and then you just open up your English file. Let me share my screen, homework and here, right? So when you click on this, your homework is downloaded. So you can fill up the homework here, you can just fill up anything, Once you fill up, right, you can save and then you upload, you add submission and then you upload, right? You can upload the file here, but the better way is to copy everything and then paste here. Okay, you go to the Microsoft Word, copy everything, and then you paste the content here, and then your homework will show up here. Okay, this will be your content, right? So you can do your homework directly here. Okay, so this is one way. The other way is to use the Microsoft Word, fill up, save, and then upload here. Okay, and then save changes. All right, once you save changes, it is submitted. Okay, so if you want to do this and you need more information, please let me know. All right, so this is how we do the homework. And yeah, so all the classes are almost ready. I think for English, Chinese, and Vietnamese, all are ready. For Indonesia, it's only until class 6. I'm going to continue all the classes. All right, so this is how you submit if you want to do. Yeah. Okay, any questions before we end the class? If not, then we...
I have two questions. First is, do we do the dedication after the class? First one. Second one is, usually for after complete the class, I mean for other SCI, if you complete the homework, quiz, and final exam, they will issue a certificate to confirm the attendance. I think this is needed if they complete the 18 class, go to the next 18 class. Is it a requirement?
Okay, it's a good question. The next 18 class, for me, I am teaching this on what do you call that? On the guidance by teacher John Brady. Okay, teacher John Brady and Connie O'Brien.
Yeah.
So in order to go to the next 18 classes, okay, next 18 courses, it requires an interview. Okay, it requires an interview. And of course, a proof that you have attended and you have understood. So, well, officially, you need to show your attendance and your certificate officially.
Yeah.
But here, I'm not talking about official. I'm talking about understanding. Okay, to me, even if you have the paper, but if you don't understand, it is useless.
Yeah, sure. But just for the benefit, if somebody they have intention to continue, is it necessary so that they can start to do the homework, quiz, and
definitely,
rather than after the course, then they will not. If there is a requirement, if not, then it's okay, just the interview. I'm not very sure.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Okay. Let's say you don't have the paper, but you can show that you understand the content.
Okay.
We can address this in the interview. Yeah.
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 This will benefit. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think if you have the time, it's good to do the homework, right? It will be very helpful in order to, it will be, you see, Geshe Michael is very smart, the way he designed the system is that first you listen to the teaching, second you read the reading, third you do the homework, fourth you do the quiz, fifth you do the final exam. At least you repeat 5 times. You see, if you really do it well, I think a lot of things will stick in your mind, So I think this is a skillful means by Geshe Michael. Some people only rely on listening to the lecture once and consider done, that is very difficult. Yeah, and I'm kind of surprised, when I ask some people, they don't remember. So, and to me, well, I think it's important to understand, yeah. But yeah, please do the homework. Please do the homework, you know, and it will be really helpful. I mean, at least not for the paper's sake, but for you to understand better. Yeah. So I really encourage all of you. I spent a lot of time preparing those things. Okay. Well, I don't know. I just like to play with new things. And for those of you in DMO Wisdom, I'm thinking to use this for DMO Wisdom also for our future those courses. Yeah. All right. So, okay, let's do our prayer. So I'm doing it today, right? So tomorrow we will take turn. So let's do the mandala. Sasi puki juksing metok tram rirap lingsi nyinde gempadi sangge singdu mikte owargi trokun namdak singla chupar syong idang guru ratna mandalakam niryatayani Dewa di kewa kun sunam yese chok zok sing sunam yese lejung wei dampa kunyi topar syong. So the last part is the dedication of the goodness of the deed. By the goodness of what I have just done, may all beings complete the collection of merit and wisdom, and thus gain the two ultimate bodies that merit and wisdom make, which is the Rupakaya and Dharmakaya. All right, so this is in accordance to what we are learning, right? Okay, I'm sorry we overshot the time. So that's the end for today. See you all tomorrow. Thank you. Have a good evening. Bye-bye. Thank you, translators, Gibson, Grace, Francisca, and Grace Swestin. Is Grace Swestin here? Okay.
No, teacher.
All right.
It's covered by Francisca.
Francisca, all the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Thank you,
Vietnam is
Siska.
Grace Nguyen, right? Yeah. Thank you. Good night. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good
Thank you.
night. Bye.
Thank you.